Why did Queen Latifah decide not to ask for advice from Denzel Washington while preparing for her role? Which actor from The Equalizer owns a Manhattan bar and a tea house in Canada? And who got to be in the Friends universe twice but played different roles? Hi, I'm Dylan. Let's find out. Queen Latifah as Robyn McCall, aka The Equalizer. You know how black action stars are often left out of movies? Enter Queen Latifah. And now you have an awesome, badass, bold heroine who's ready to render justice and help those who have nowhere else to turn. Latifah was happy to play this kind of character. "I'm here to change things," the actress once said. "That's my job. That's what I want to do." Besides, she loved watching the original Equalizer with Denzel Washington. And yet, she didn't ask any advice from the actor while preparing for her role. "Clearly, I didn't talk to Denzel first because he would have told me I was crazy. He would have talked some sense into me," the actress explained. Well, she was probably right. And these days, since the series came out, Queen understands that this is something people need right now, even more than she initially thought. After all, when they were working on the series, she had no idea that the world would flip upside down, with the pandemic, all the protests, and everything else. "We just didn't know that. God, would we need to see justice," Latifah said. "There's just so many different things that are going on that made this show timely." Do you agree with her? Share in the comments below. Before becoming the vigilante in her new series, Queen showed the world multiple times how talented she is. She's been an actress, singer, songwriter, rapper, and producer. She's so famous that you've certainly seen her at least once before. The Perfect Holiday, Beauty Shop, Hairspray, Just Right. Those are only a few examples of her past projects. And of course, her work has been praised many times. For example, playing Mama Morton in Chicago brought her an Oscar nomination, and she won an Emmy for her titular role in Bessie. It's not surprising that such a beautiful, talented, and famous lady isn't single, so let's see who her partner in real life is. Queen is in a long-term relationship with dancer and choreographer Ebony Nichols. The actress usually keeps her dating life away from the spotlight. As she once said in an interview with the New York Times, "I don't have a problem discussing the topic of somebody being gay, but I do have a problem discussing my personal life. You don't get that part of me." Well, that's quite understandable, and we can't judge her for making such a decision. Still, there are a few things we know about her relationship. Queen and Ebony met over 10 years ago on Dancing with the Stars, but began their relationship only 4 years later. And in 2019, they welcomed their daughter. Ebony was the one to carry and deliver her. So these days, they seem to be happy raising their child together, and we're sure that they're awesome moms. Chris Noth as William Bishop. This quirky guy is the main heroine's longtime friend, as well as a former CIA officer who has his own private company. He's portrayed by an actor you probably remember from such popular TV shows as Law & Order and Sex and the City. When Chris Noth isn't working, he enjoys spending time with his family. Noth's wife is Tara Wilson, a Canadian actress he met 20 years ago. They found each other while she was working at The Cutting Room, the Manhattan bar that Chris owns. Later, Chris and Tara opened another business. This time it was a tea house they called Once Upon a Teacup in Ontario. Yeah, you see, this is how life works. You open a bar when you're single, but when you become a family man, you prefer a tea house. Anyway, Chris and Tara got married in 2012 and they have 2 sons together. Chris loves to post their photos on his Instagram, and he looks like a very content husband and father. Happy for him. Tori Kittles as Marcus Dante. This NYPD detective is hot on the trail of Robyn McCall in the Equalizer series, and he seems to be following Queen Latifah in real life too. But not in a bad way. Let me explain. Tory Kittles has worked with Latifah twice in the past. He was with her in Steel Magnolias, a contemporary retelling of the 1989 movie of the same name. And they also worked together in Bessie, a biographical film about the American blues singer Bessie Smith. So you might say that The Equalizer was a sort of reunion for Tori and Queen. You can also see Kittles in the first season of True Detective, as well as in the science fiction TV series Colony. Although Tori has quite a few credits to his name, it's hard to tell anything about his personal life. He keeps it under wraps, and even his Instagram is purely professional, featuring photos of him with his co-stars. But hopefully as Kittles' popularity grows, we'll learn more about him. Lorraine Toussaint as Aunt V. Playing the main heroine's wife and thoughtful aunt was an honor for the actress. I've always admired Queen Latifah, and we've always circled each other socially but never got a chance to work together, Lorraine Toussaint revealed in an interview with CBS. So as soon as she got a chance to star alongside her in The Equalizer, she immediately grabbed it. Lorraine loved working with Queen, and they found out that they had a lot in common. Before The Equalizer, Toussaint appeared in multiple films and TV projects, including Dangerous Minds, Law & Order, CSI, Ugly Betty, and Into the Badlands. But her most prominent role was V. Parker, the main antagonist in Season 2 of Orange is the New Black. In real life, Lorraine has a daughter named Samara, and when she's not acting, she's working on her blog called Everyday Lovely by Lorraine, where she shares her tips on dining, parenting, and living in general. It's a beautiful blog and quite inspiring, so be sure to check it out. Laya DeLeon Hayes as Delilah. This young lady is Robyn's teenage daughter who lives with her Aunt V. The actress who played her was happy to work with Queen Latifah and everyone else in the series. So honored and excited to be a part of this cast. I can't stop smiling. Laya DeLeon Hayes posted on her Instagram after her casting was announced. We completely understand. Despite her young age, Leia already has quite a long list of projects she has worked on. They include small roles in Grey's Anatomy, Chicago Fire, Quantico, and Just Add Magic. Plus, you can hear Leia's voice in the animated series Kung Fu Panda: The Paws of Destiny, where she voiced Jing, one of the panda kids. And she also provided her voice for the main character in a children's TV series, Doc McStuffins. Leia doesn't seem to be dating anyone these days, but she's involved in so many other things. For example, the young actress is a social justice advocate, and she's passionate about women's rights. And her values made working on the series even more exciting for her. Considering how popular of a franchise The Equalizer is and how Queen Latifah is creating history by being the first female Equalizer, really made me excited and honored to be a part of this amazing cast, Hayes shared. And this is just the beginning of her career. Adam Goldberg as Harry Kashigian. Did the face of this master hacker seem familiar to you? Then that's probably because you're a Friends fan, and you've seen him in the famous sitcom as Eddie, Chandler's crazy roommate. It remains one of his most memorable roles. I mean, how could you forget this insane guy? But Adam Goldberg has actually been in many other movies and TV shows. You can see him in Saving Private Ryan, A Beautiful Mind, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and many others. He was also in the Friends spin-off, Joey, but surprisingly, he didn't reprise his role as Eddie there. He played a completely different guy. Weren't you shocked when you saw him? Share in the comments below. Anyway, Adam has a passion for other arts, aside from acting. He's a good photographer, and you can see some of his works on his Instagram. Goldberg also loves music. He's a guitarist and a songwriter, and he has released both rock and jazz albums. Adam's wife, artist and designer Roxanne Danner, must be proud of her talented husband. They've been married for over 6 years, and they have 2 sons together. They're probably just as creative as their parents. Liza Lapira as Mel Bayani. This woman is a former Air Force sniper, a bar owner, and a friend of the main heroine. It's no wonder that Liza Lapira was proud to play such an important character. Over her 20-year acting career, this actress has shown up in a number of TV shows, as well as some movies. For example, you could see Liza as Agent Sophie Trin in the 4th installment of Fast and Furious. And she also acted alongside Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling, and many other stars in Crazy Stupid Love. Besides this, she's played recurring roles in NCIS, Dexter, and Dollhouse. When Liza isn't working, she likes to help others. She's an avid supporter of LA's Best, an organization that provides after-school services to over 28,000 children. When it comes to her personal life, Liza doesn't share much, so we don't know if she's dating anyone, although she was previously linked to Sam Rockwell. What we do know is that Lapira loves her parents very much because she often posts photos with them on Instagram. For example, she shared a sweet photo with her dad on Father's Day. And she also features her mom in her posts quite often. Looks like this lady is proud of her roots. If you liked this video, watch another one we made about the cast of the TV series Empire, and stay awesome!